YouTube? So today I'm going to be reviewing this Clinger Comfort Cling clipless holster. I had been looking at these for a while. I had seen some reviews online, and full disclosure, I did contact the company and asked them if they would be interested in sending me one for review. And they were. So they did send me this holster free of charge, but I don't want you guys to think that that in any way influences my review, because I work hard for my money, and I expect that you guys do too. So I would never recommend something that I would not use myself. So now that we've got that disclaimer out of the way, let's go ahead and get on with the review. So basically, like I said, this is the Clinger Comfort Cling holster. When I first started looking at this and watched some reviews and stuff like that, I was thinking about needing a pocket holster for my Kimber Micro 9. And so, like I said, I kind of did a little bit of research on this, and it looked like it'd be a pretty good, decent pocket holster. They advertised it as a clipless inside the waistband holster also. And honestly, I just kind of figured that was more hype. It was a pocket holster that they were trying to hype up a little bit to sell, basically. So I really didn't expect much out of this holster. And to be honest, guys, I am really surprised with this thing. So also, I need to mention that I tested this out with two guns. I tested it out with my Kimber Micro 9, small little 1911, and I also tested it out with its bigger brother, this double stack 1911 from Rock Island Armory, which is chambered in 22 TCM or 9mm. Now, they recommend this holster for single stacks only. And here's a list. Let's see if I can show you guys. I don't know if I can get it all in the frame, but you can go to their website and see, or pause this and look, and this has a full list of the guns that it's supposed to work with. And when I initially told them that I was going to be using my Micro 9, they said that that would not fit this holster. But I looked up the dimensions for the Micro 9, and the G43 is listed on here as well. And the dimensions for the Micro 9 and the G43 are almost identical. I mean, they are very, very close. So I told them that was okay, but I would put a disclaimer in my video that, this gun was not listed in their compatibility chart here with the holster. And neither is this double stack 1911 from Rock Island Armory, but it is the same width in the slide area and everywhere that the holster does make contact. It's just that the grip is a little bit wider. And they do say that it will fit 3-inch, 4-inch, and 5-inch 1911, so no issue there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you them in the holster. So there's the Micro 9, and as you can see, it doesn't stick out the bottom or anything. This will fit most single stacks. Your M&P shields, I believe. Let's see if that's on here. Yeah, your shield 9mm 40s and 45s, your SIG P30s, Tauruses, all that. It fits a lot of different holsters, but mainly they're single stack, and that's the only size. This is the only size they have right now, but they are going to be coming out with more. But as you can see, so this fits my little Micro 9 here, and then this will also fit this 1911, this full-size 1911, 5-inch. And of course the barrel does stick out a little bit, but I tested this thing out for this past week, and I wore it with the full-size 1911 in it, and I also wore it with my Kimber Micro 9. And as I was starting to say before, this little holster really impressed me. I'm not a big fan of clipless holsters in the past. I'm mainly a Kydex guy. I like Kydex with single clips, and you know, that's basically the type of holster that I usually run. But let's get into like some of the materials and stuff like that. So this thing is kind of made of like this anti-slip material. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like the alien gear, alien skin texture, but it's a little bit stickier than that. There's another material in between the inside and the outside, which is kind of like what they call a gel-like material for cushioning. And on the inside, there's ballistic nylon in there. But yeah, this thing really impressed me. Like I said, I would definitely recommend wearing it with a belt. If you're wearing really tight pants or shorts or something like that, you may not need it. But I found that, really giving that extra friction from tightening up your belt and everything really holds this thing in place really well. And I never felt like it was going to come out on me. I never felt like, I was going to lose my weapon or that there wasn't enough retention on the gun itself. Let's go ahead and roll some footage of me wearing this thing, and I'll show you what it's all about. Alright guys, so the way that you put this holster on is you want to go ahead and put your firearm in the holster, ready to go. Like I said, I recommend wearing this with a belt. And you just kind of tuck it inside the waistband to where it's comfortable for you. And then cinch up your belt. As you can see, very nicely concealed. And there is great retention here. And that retention comes from your body and your belt on the outside, or your pants if they're tight enough. And as you can see, I mean, that thing is secure. I mean, I'm pulling on it and it's not really going anywhere. You can still adjust it a little if need be, but it's staying there, guys. It's not really going anywhere. And like I said, I wore this for the past week. I definitely wanted to try it out, out in the yard doing stuff, working, seeing if that thing was going to move around on me, getting in and out of the car and all that stuff, and it stayed put. I mean, any holster you're going to have to readjust a little bit here and there, but yeah, it stayed put, guys. And when you go to draw, firearm comes out no problem. I would not recommend reholstering this with it's still inside the waistband. You should probably take it out like I initially showed you and do it that way, but this one does have an external safety on it, so I'm not too worried about it. Go ahead and draw a few times and show you that it's definitely retaining. As you can see, guys, I mean, even without the gun in there, I'm having trouble pulling it out of there. Like I said, I was really surprised by it, that, that clipless holster can really retain that well. So, let's go ahead and try it with the full-size gun and put it on the same way. Make sure my belt's nice and tight. concealed. And it's not going anywhere when I'm drawing. Again, like I said, I would recommend, if you don't have an external safety on your gun, not reholstering it this way, taking the whole thing out and doing it over again, the way I initially showed. But for this video's purposes, I'm just going to reholster it since I have an external safety on my gun. And of course, the reason I said I bought it initially was for pocket carry. So you can stick it in your pocket. And when you pull your gun, the stickiness of the holster retains it inside your pocket. Yeah, like I said, guys, this little holster has really impressed me. It's definitely a very good budget option. This holster is only $19.99 from Clinger, so 20 bucks. They have a 0 risk guarantee. If you can have this holster for up to 2 weeks, and if you decide for whatever reason you don't like it, you can send it back to them and get your money back with no questions asked. So, I mean, really, what do you have to lose to try this thing out if you're interested in trying it? It comes with what they call a bumper-to-bumper 1-year warranty. If for some reason, it wears out or anything, stitching would come loose or anything like that, they will replace that for free for up to a year. So I definitely think it's a great little budget option. I mean, especially, if you want to be able to carry multiple guns, or you just can't afford to spend, $60, $70 on a Kydex holster or a hybrid holster or something like that and need something to get you through. This holster will definitely do it. I really enjoy it, and I will definitely continue using it. It probably won't be my everyday carry. Like I said, I'm really a single clip Kydex guy, but for those situations where I would carry my Micro 9 instead of, my everyday carry gun or something like that, something a little smaller or even something a little bigger that I didn't have a holster for, that would fit in this, I would carry this fine, no problems, and feel confident doing so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. Got lots of cool stuff coming on the channel, guys. So we'll check you out later. Thanks for watching.